Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the old Ncaa, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 10 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking downfield, it's Jones. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Ball handed off. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the toss, heads to his right. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works really well here. Big people out front being physical, pick up the first down.
Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Back to pass. It's Jones. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll hand it off. Just trucks through the defender. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Now it's second down here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Bites off a defender. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on 3rd down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He's running out of time here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Can he get there on the ground? Tackle, but first down.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And tackled there by the defense. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they get set now to try the PAT. Oh, he missed it. It's no good, and they still trail by a point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Looking to throw. It's Jones. Pressure is coming. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Launching it. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Ohio State 7, LSU 6.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made, a lot of space now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
First and goal, handoff. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
With the PAT, they stretch the lead to 14-6. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tries to get it to the running back. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. Same tailback, another carry. Some hard running there through a tackle. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
For the defense coordinator this week, all about telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down. And he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. And the wideout goes in motion. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Here's a 1st and 10 play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Jones. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards and a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush, and now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Jones. He makes the grab. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away.
LSU 6.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll loft this one deep to the left side. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. And the quarterback keeps it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Here's the second down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And looking for a big play here. Catch made wide open way downfield.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
And now they run the draw play. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
To the air, it's Jones. Bringing pressure. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Wow, great job by the defense coming up with the interception. If you look at it from an offensive perspective, it's 3rd and long. Why not take a chance downfield? You might get a pass interference call. Maybe you come up with a completion. In this case, it is intercepted, but at least it's downfield, almost like a punt there on 3rd and long.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
The Buckeyes come up to the line in a hurry. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So the offense clicking for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Going the other way. Can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this deep to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the LSU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
With the catch, it's Douglas.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They give it to him again, but this time he's stopped short. They come up empty on the two-point try. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
31, LSU, 18. Returner runs out of bounds.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. The shotgun running play call. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He finds his man, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They call the draw play here. They test the middle but get stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To throw, it's Jones. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Play action here on first down. The pocket breaking down. Defense is coming after him. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
Well, LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive. But you think back over the years, Booger McFarland and Marcus Spears and Glenn Dorsey and off the edge, Kiki Mingo. Just so many great LSU defensive linemen that can get after that quarterback.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
And he's in there. The 2-point conversion makes this a one-score game. The lead just 8. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Looking to build on this lead on this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires this one deep middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Getting set. Here's second down. scanning the field. It's Jones. That ball snagged for a completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Crucial third down play right here. Linebacker shifting around now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's complete downfield. Brought down after 40. That'll be a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
He's going to hand this off. They bring him down to the 25 and move him closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. Same tailback, another carry. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Pitch to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Contact as he threw it. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Both out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 41, LSU 26.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Applying for the touchdown on the right side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
LSU 26.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Pass caught, second down now.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU. This offense cannot be stopped.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And they've got him a sack on fourth down. There's a penalty marker down. If it's on the offense, it's a change of possession. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying on their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got it for a big gain. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Here comes a handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Will he score here? Touchdown, Ohio State. And this one is getting ugly.
Hey, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And they tack on the extra point. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Using his legs on the scramble. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. The offense going with the hurry up.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Here's another interception. We're losing track. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing him down.